Man, growing up, Nike was everything. Nike was the athlete I wanted to be. Nike was the persona that I wanted to be. Everything about Nike, crossing over with music and sports and lifestyle, is just rooted in my DNA. Nike just needs to return to its glory. We as a team have a challenge here. We need to get our brand out there. TV is an avenue to get some awareness, but the challenge is going to be, how do we make commercials that don't feel like commercials? Because the brand is anything but commercial. It's very authentic, real people doing real things.
So one thing just to kind of call out, so we have less than 2 months to get this creative done.
I just want to make sure, like, on the production side, we're hitting what we need to on deliverables.
You know, the challenge is going to be how to format something in 30 seconds that feels authentic and real to the brand and to the viewer. We want them to see us for who we are. All these ideas work. The one spot that jumped out, Amy, out of your list that I was really feeling was the idea around the first step. What I found that was interesting, you can really see the person, their personality, who they are, what their style is, like just from looking at their shoes.
Chart of the day today is Nike, because of that news that came out late yesterday. John Donahoe out, Elliott Hill, a company veteran, is in as CEO.
Elliott Hill is a very qualified executive, and I'm certain that, you know, there's going to be execution and he'll take the company in the right direction.
I just think at this point that you really need innovation and new ideas.
They've got to get better design, they've got to get better marketing, and they've got to reacquire consumers that they have lost.
Does Nike need to have some big, like, debut, some new thing?
We're all familiar with Nike's storytelling around its athletes. Now, Nike highlights these athletes, but has never told the same pursuit of greatness from the entrepreneurial lens. Have you ever stopped to notice at the core, the journey of an athlete mirrors the journey of an entrepreneur? I mean, think about it. Both demand relentless hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. The only real difference between the two journeys are that athletes do it in the public eye, while the entrepreneurs do it behind closed doors. Today, being an entrepreneur isn't just a career, it's a lifestyle. It's cool, it's celebrated. But there's never been a brand to rally behind these stories. So now is the time for Nike to tell the story of its own founder, Phil Knight, Nike's greatest underutilized asset, to empower entrepreneurs around the world. Without Phil, the entrepreneur, there is no Nike. Phil Knight himself is the Michael Jordan of entrepreneurship. What Michael represents for athletes, Phil Knight represents for entrepreneurs. We're calling on Nike to honor the millions of dreamers and doers and finally create a sneaker that entrepreneurs can call their own.
We wanted to create a busy shoe for entrepreneurs, and specifically bootstrapped entrepreneurs. The Nike Air Trainer 1 was like the first shoe they brought out that had a strap on the front. But that strap is like very iconic and symbolic. I think like Andre Agassi, Bo Jackson, late 80s, rocking this shoe. You know, I had the idea that, hey, we can do that strap more justice. And I thought that putting Bootstrapped in there would serve that design element of the shoe and give it way more meaning than just having the word Nike on it. These shoes are like a self-expression of yourself. So when you strap on these shoes and you see them in this ad spot, it's basically saying, I know that person. That person's a go-getter. That person's the type of person who makes things happen. We really wanted to make this shoe the main character of the ad spot.
Look, we're on pace team. Again, if anybody's going to pull off a low budget, super high quality, TV ready commercials for Shark Tank in 2 months or less, it's this group right here.
That'll be fun. It's a good challenge.
Let me just give you full context. I didn't see any strap work, but he looks really good. But I could also just reach out to him and say, hey, like, I need a rush order.
Basically, where we're customizing these is in the back. Like the left shoe was Busy and the right shoe was Nike, like almost like a collab. But since this isn't a collab, what we would do is just make both the heels say Busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Carl's going to reach out to his guy, see, A, here's what we need customized, which I told him what we needed. 2, can you get it done? 3, how long is it going to take you? We just need to rush order this one pair. We're already filming with other shoes, and then when we get the shoe, we're just replacing that shot with the new shoe. I think Ryan and I were up till about 2:30 in the morning last night doing the voiceover for the shoe ad. The way I kind of gauge it, it's natural delivery, so it's going to be what it is.
While every decision moves you closer to greatness,
Do I believe what I'm saying, and did I inspire myself? And if the answer is yes,
each step forward shapes something remarkable.
then it's a good take. And then Master Miller's been going ham.
This is what we're using for the ad spot. The beginning sound of the drum loop is kind of freaking cool. Here it goes, just goes off the downbeat. But now listen to the sound effect that's baked into this drum. That's a lot cooler. I think we're gonna use that. This is the sauce within the sauce. This is the little shit. So we're gonna take some of that percussive elements before the downbeat, but we're gonna ramp this bad boy up like that. That's a lot harder.
This needs to feel like aspirational product shots. What stories are we trying to tell? Click start my business, the button, and then there's dynamic progress bars. Then there's like, boom, documentation that's ready. So that's one track, but we need to show them what this thing does for them. This was the first meeting that everybody as a group collectively got to react to the working drafts.
I think honestly where it's at, it's ready for prime time in the sense that the base is there. Now it's just refine. So I'm good with it.
What we're doing is making a custom shoe right now. Shout out Lucas in LA. You'll probably see him later in the video.
Yeah, it's basically all the stuff it takes. And this stuff is not cheap either. And then this is just the rubber to make the mold. Orange coloring and black.
He's gonna remake the entire strap to put the word bootstrap on it. You're gonna see the shoe later, so I haven't seen it. Lucas is working on it right now, but we'll bring you along so you can see it as it develops.
What I was initially gonna do is try and clean these up and like fill in the hole, but that would be a mess. It wouldn't look perfect. I ended up doing all this and having my guy, instead of just 3D print the letters, he 3D printed me a whole plastic strap. So when I make the mold, it's gonna be perfection.
That's sick. Let's talk about that heel. Gotta have the name on there because when you put it in your closet on the shelf, you put it toe first, you see the busy on the back.
For the heel, that's a much different story. Yeah, I can't stitch through the heel support. I've tried to do it before and it just won't go through it. And the needles just broke every time you tried because there's just so much that you're going through. The heel support, 2 layers of leather, layer of rubber, all this padding and all that stuff. You know, the best thing I could do is try and grind this down and add something on top of it, maybe.
I start to hear that a lot. Like when we're working with various people, it's like something we've never done, but we're gonna try it. So I always know we're pushing the envelope of creativity here. The moment has arrived. Literally about a year to the date is when we rebranded from Inkfile to Busy. Lucas came through in the clutch. The shoe that was just an idea a year ago has just become reality. Voila. So let's do it. Nice. Man, I did not even know that this thing was gonna have the Busy logo on this actual box. I thought it was just gonna be a cardboard box with some shoes in it. But Lucas came with the full presentation. So, yeah, do this without messing it up. Oh man, we got some personalization here. Ray, thank you so much for this opportunity to showcase your company with your very own custom kicks. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Lucas, we appreciate you too. Ooh-wee. We spent so much time designing it and working through every aspect of this shoe. It's crazy to actually see it in person. Man. Love that smell of new shoes. Man, these things are fire. This right here, this is the first bootstrap shoe ever. Check this out. So when you step in the shoe, the first thing you see when you put it on, be all in. So whenever you strap in and you slide that foot in here, you just know you're all in with whatever you're doing that day. And it says up here, small steps lead to big wins. We did kind of like a concrete asphalt background because you gotta hit the pavement. You got to put the steps in. You got to do the work. Let's go ahead and pull this one out too. Similar, asphalt, be all in. Why? Because now you're 2 feet in. You're not just 1 foot in. And then the other saying here is just encouraging messaging that says, make every step count. These are 1-of-1 shoes, right? We got these custom made. It would be a dream come true if we were ever to be in a situation where we could do a collaboration and actually mass produce these shoes so we could get these in the hands and feet of entrepreneurs and bootstrappers so that when you see someone on the street wearing these and you see that strap, you know they're about their business. Now it's time to put these bad boys on.
Once you get them tied up, get that proper, this right here, and that says it all.
These shoes are perfect. I can't put these on and feel like, let's just chill, let's do nothing, let's stay at home, let's not be the most we can, let's be the less we can. So the coolest thing about this project is that we got to make these shoes to pay tribute to our company after bootstrapping this business for 20 years and celebrating entrepreneurship at the same time. There's an energy when you're bootstrapping and building a business, and I can feel that in the shoes. If you notice, right, all of these elements, they're all smooth. But we all know the entrepreneur journey isn't always perfect and smooth. So all around the Busy logo, Lucas grinded that down, sanding it, so it has a very distressed look, and that is intentional to represent a grind. This grind back here is what also makes this shoe very unique to the entrepreneurial journey. It's intentionally imperfect because there is no such thing as a perfect journey. There is no straight line to success. There's gonna be bumps and bruises, and that's what makes this design such a beautiful design. But it also shows sometimes we're grinded down. Sometimes we're gonna be a little bit worn out. Sometimes we're not just gonna be shiny every day. But that's part of the journey, and those scars are your stories.
Every great journey begins with a single step. And that first step forward is where dreams become plans. While every decision moves you closer to greatness, each step forward shapes something remarkable. Momentum builds with every bold move forward. And your growth happens when you dare to step in the unknown. So let's make every step count. Start your business today. It's time to get busy.